In the United States, a new law passed in the state of New Mexico is causing a lot of debate. This law, known as Senate Bill 364, could allow undocumented immigrants, people who are living in the United States without any legal status, to work as police officers. Yes, you heard it right. The bill has already been approved by both parts of the New Mexico Legislature and is now awaiting the signature of the governor. If she signs it by April 11th, it will officially become a law. Right now, in parts of the United States, only US citizens are allowed to serve as a police officer. However, SB 364 changes that by allowing anybody who has received official permission to work in the US to apply for any police job in New Mexico. This includes not just those with green cards or any valid visa, but also many undocumented immigrants who have special protection or temporary permission. These include people under DACA program, also known as Dreamers, who were brought to the US as children, individuals granted temporary protected status, short form TPS, also those seeking asylum, and even some individuals who have been given deportation order, but they are still allowed to work in the United States. According to recent government data, over 2 million undocumented immigrants were granted work permission in 2024, and many of them may now be eligible to join law enforcement under this particular bill. Supporters of the bill argue that this change is necessary due to serious staff shortage in police departments across the state. The New Mexico, like many other places in the US, fewer people are interested in becoming police officers. By widening the eligibility to include immigrants, the state hopes to attract more applicants and also benefit from the diverse background that these individuals may bring. New Mexico has largest immigrant population, by the way. About 9.2% of its residents are foreign-born, and over 31% of households speak a language other than English. This means that officers who understand different cultures and languages could help improve communication and trust within the communities. However, the bill has faced criticism too. One major concern is that federal law does not allow undocumented immigrants to carry firearms, and carrying a gun is usually required for police officer, right? This creates a legal challenge that has not yet been resolved. Critics also question how someone who is living in the country without legal status can take an oath to uphold the law and the Constitution. There's also a matter of public trust. Some argue that it may not feel right for the citizens to be arrested or questioned by somebody who is not legally allowed to be in their country, and this could cause confusion or mistrust in law enforcement. Wait, there's also the financial side to consider. The New Mexico Department of Public Safety has estimated that this particular change could cost the state about $500,000 every single year. This money could go towards things like background check, training, and keeping track of the migration status of the officers to make sure that their work permits are still valid. Well, the bill moved through the state legislature fairly quickly. It passed in the Senate with a vote of 26 to 12. And in the House of Representatives with a vote of 38 to 20 just one day before the session ended. Some lawmakers tried to amend the bill too so that only green card holders would be eligible, but the proposal was rejected. Supporters of the original bill felt that it would be really unfair to exclude DACA, many of whom have lived in the US for most of their lives and consider this place home. Interestingly, one of the supporters who spoke in favor of this particular bill wasn't even from New Mexico. The police chief from Illinois, a state that already allows undocumented immigrants to become officers, shared that immigrant officers have made valuable contribution to this particular department and encouraged New Mexico to follow the same path. This development is being closely watched by Indian migrants too, who are there in the US. While most Indians living in America are legal residents, such as students on visas, professionals on H-1B permit, or those with green cards, changes like this reveals how US immigration policy are evolving differently from state to state.